وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداع إذا دعاني فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون صدق الله العظيم. As we are getting closer to the end of Ramadan, and we know that it's a time of our life where we get the opportunity to spend little time with the ibadah in reciting Quran al-Kareem. It's a time of our life where we spend little time with the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, performing some extra rak'ahs of prayers, and we try our best to make whatever dua we can, or the other ibadahs that we can afford and offer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And these days, if we can utilize our time and make some good use of this time for making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, establishing some connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that this connection will last with us, and it won't be that our ibadahs will end with the end of Ramadan. We won't stop reciting Quran after Ramadan. We won't stop performing some extra rak'ahs at the night time after the month of Ramadan. We want to stop praying to Allah, begging Allah, crying before Allah after the month of Ramadan. These ibadahs that we perform during the month of Ramadan, they are not only for the month of Ramadan. They are to continue with us. They're supposed to be part of a Muslim's life. This month of Ramadan is just a training period for us. We should train our souls in such a way that after Ramadan we continue with these ibadahs. These are the things that will lead us to the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, insha'Allah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had a sahabi who was always helping Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam with different things, especially night time, as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would wake up for Salat al-Tahajjud. This sahabi would always be awake to offer some water for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam for making the wudu. One day Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was so happy with him that he said to him, ask for whatever you need. Ask me for whatever you need. I'll make dua to Allah ta'ala for you to get it. Of course, it's the greatest opportunity in the Sahabi's life to get something that he wants. He can get whatever he wants at this moment. Normally we have some desires in our hearts, that these are the things that I need to achieve in my life. If I get this thing done, then I'm okay. Then I'm satisfied. Then I will have peace of mind. We have our own list of things. At certain stage of our life, it's only if I get my degree, I'm satisfied, then I should be okay. Then if I get a job, I should be okay. If I find a house, I should be okay. And it continues. The Sahabi got that opportunity. Ask for whatever you need. And whatever you want, I'll get it from you. I'll make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and for sure you will be getting it. The reply from the Sahabi was, Ya Rasulullah, as'aluka murafaqataka fil jannah. If you are to give me something and guarantee me something, the only thing I need is to be with you in Jannah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says to this Sahabi, أَوَ غَيْرَ ذَلِكَ? Or can you ask this? Do you have something else in mind? Do you have something else? This poor Sahabi who hardly gets few days to eat every day. Some days they don't even get a day to eat. They only survive on a glass of water. أَوَ غَيْرَ ذَلِكَ? Do you need anything else? He says, Ya Rasulullah, there is nothing else that I need. I have everything else. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed me with everything. Who is that? A person who gets few days a day. A few days a day. He is saying, Ya Rasulullah, I have everything. Allah has blessed me with everything. I don't need anything. All I need is that I be with you in Jannah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to him, I will pray to Allah to give you that, but do me a favor. فَأَعِنِّي عَلَى نَفْسِكَ بِكَثْرَةِ السُّجُودِ. Help me against your nafs by doing a lot of sujood. If your nafs, if you yourself are not within your control, you don't know how to control yourself, you can't control yourself from committing sins, you can't control yourself at the time of doing the ibadah that you would get up and do it, you can't force yourself to do it, then of course you won't be able to make it safe. You will make it, but you will like to come there. أَعِنِّي عَلَى نَفْسِكَ. Help me against your nafs by doing a lot of sujood. We need to learn through these ibadahs that we are performing during the month of Ramadan. We need to learn how to control our nafs, how to control our souls. When we are tired, a person comes home after a journey. It was a long journey. We arrived home late in the night. It may be 2 o'clock in the morning. There are 2 questions now. I'm extremely tired. After this long journey, I have to have some rest. Now I can't even do nothing. The second thing that comes there, I haven't done Salatul Isha. I haven't performed Salatul Isha. It's a choice now. Okay, I'll do it after 5 minutes. Let me have a little rest. We'll sit on our bed. And now, we are debating with ourselves. Should I get up and perform Salatul Isha or have some rest? Let me go to sleep. I'm so tired. I'll try to wake up at the end of the night. I'll try to do it before Salatul Fajr. I'll try to sleep for a couple of hours and then do it. And we all know what we will be doing then. We all know that we are just fooling ourselves by making these statements that I will wake up before Salatul Fajr. We may not even wake up for Salatul Fajr, and we are saying that I will wake up before Salatul Fajr to perform Salatul Isha. Say God forbid, something happened on our way. Flat tire will take another half an hour to an hour. Instead of thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for arriving safe and doing some extra rak'ahs, we are even missing the fault that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to do. The reason I gave this example, that in this situation, and we all once in a while get in a similar type of situation, where our nafs is telling us to do something different than what we have been ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Either to go towards the haram, or to give up an order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Something that we have been ordered to do. Something that is faridah. And very easily we are giving that up. This is the thing that we need to work on. One of the scholars says that normally I wake up for Salat al-Tahajjud. One day I woke up for Salat al-Tahajjud. I was extremely tired. I said to myself, in this old age, I'm being so tired, and I'm not even feeling well these days, I can have little rest. And I will do Salat al-Tahajjud tomorrow. It's not fun anyway. I can skip it for one day. He says that I said to myself, it's a shame that I woke up and I don't even make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a few minutes. Let me at least, sitting on my bed, I don't need to make wudu, I don't need to get up, I don't need to go on my musalla. I can just be sitting on my bed, make dua for a few minutes, and go back to sleep if I'm not doing Salat al-Tahajjud. So I started making dua while I'm laying down. Then I said to myself, if I'm making dua, let me just have a little respect for this dua, sit down in my bed. So I sat down. Then I said to myself, as I'm sitting down, let me just use the bathroom and come back and then I will sit down again. I need to use the bathroom anyway. So I went to use the bathroom. After using the bathroom, I said to myself, since I came here, let me just make the wudu, and then with wudu I will make the dua sitting on my bed. So I made the wudu. Then I went and sat on my bed and started making dua. I said to myself, you know, you got up, you made wudu, and now you're just sitting on your bed doing nothing. Why don't you spend only 2 minutes going to your musalla and perform 2 rak'ahs salah and then come back to sleep? You don't have to do 8 rak'ahs. And this is how he says, I got myself ready to make wudu, to go in the musalla, perform 2 rak'ahs, and then 2 rak'ahs, and then 2 rak'ahs, and I ended up doing 8 rak'ahs. Just controlling ourselves. One of the muhaddithin, in those days they used to travel on their feet for miles and miles. There are so many muhaddithin like Imam Bukhari himself and Imam Muslim, Imam Tirmidhi, and all of these scholars when they explain about their journeys for learning the hadith, we see that they're traveling from Mecca to all the way to Baghdad, to Iraq, to Syria, to Yemen, to learn few hadith from a person that may be in one of these countries, and they have known that that person knows some different hadith, or a hadith with some different hadith. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون. صدق الله العظيم. In the previous session we were talking about the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that talks about some of the good deeds that are helpful in protecting people in different situations. The hadith narrated by Imam Ibn Kathir rahimahullah, Imam Qurtubi rahimahullah, and Hakim al-Tirmidhi rahimahullah in al-Nawadir. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam talked about list of deeds, good deeds, that are very helpful in protecting people against different types of punishments and hardships people face as a result of their sins. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, I saw a person who was surrounded by a punishment in his grave, and his wudu came and protected him against the punishment of the grave. Which means wudu is such a powerful deed. Although we don't pay any attention to it, we consider it one of the very minor form of ibadah. It's such a powerful good deed that can protect people against the punishment in their grave. The second person, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, a person who was surrounded by shayateen, the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he did in his life came and protected that person against the shayateen. We talked about these two people in somewhat detail in our previous session. The third person Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned was, رَأَيْتُ رَجُلًا مِّنْ أُمَّتِي, I saw a person of my ummah. The angels of azab surrounded this person from all sides, and they were taking him to the azab, to the punishment. Because of course there are angels that are assigned to take people to azab and angels that are assigned to take people to the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This person, according to his deeds, was in the grasp and under the hold of the angels of azab. His salah came and took this person out of the hands of the angels of azab and handed him over to the angels of rahmah. Simply means the person had committed sin, but he was regular for his salah. According to his sins, this person was supposed to be punished. But salah went to intercede on this person's behalf, and some of the deeds are so powerful that they don't just intercede, they go and they take physical action. As Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, salah went, got him out of the hold of the angels of azab, and angels of azab couldn't do anything to the salah. They can't push the salah away. So the salah takes the person from these angels of azab and hands the person over to the angels of rahmah. وَرَأَيْتُ رَجُلًا مِّنْ أُمَّتِي عَطْشًا. I saw a person of my ummah who was extremely thirsty. Whenever this person goes to any of the fountains to drink water, he's been refused water from the fountain. And this is talking about akhirah. That on the day of Hisab, on the day of judgment, this person is thirsty, looking for some water. But he's been refused to be given water because of his deeds. The records of his deeds are full of sin. And accordingly, he cannot get water from there. فَجَاءَهُ صِيَامُهُ فَسَقَاهُ وَأَهْوَاهُ. His fasting came, took water from a fountain, and provided water to his mouth. The person was thirsty for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this life. He stopped drinking for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As a result, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give that fasting the power to take this person out of that situation when he's thirsty in akhirah. This fasting will provide him with water. وَرَأَيْتُ رَجُلًا مِّنْ أُمَّتِي وَالنَّبِيُّونَ قُعُودٌ حِلَقًا. I saw a person of my ummah. His situation was this, that there are anbiya, all the anbiya in akhirah are with their followers. This person is trying to go and join any of these groups of followers. At least he does not want to be with people of kufr and nifaq. He would like to go and join the people of iman. So he tries to join the gatherings of all of these different anbiya alayhim as-salatu was-salam, including the gathering of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, but this person is being refused and no one is allowing this person to join them. What saves him? Amazing thing. فجاءه اغتساله من الجنابة. His ghusl al-janaba. Because he used to take that shower for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and because it's an order of Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. His ghusl al-janaba came. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, فَأَقْعَدَهُ إِلَى جَنْبِي, brought him into my gathering and made him sit beside me. And this was a reminder that I made last week. Sometimes minor things, that we consider very minor, but when they came as a fulfilling the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they're worrying a lot. And of course, obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the greatest thing that we can carry with us. ورأيت رجلا من أمتي من بين يديه ظلمة ومن خلفه ظلمة وعن يمينه ظلمة وعن شماله ظلمة. I saw a person who was surrounded in darkness. Above him is darkness, in front of him darkness, right, left, behind, all sides is just darkness. وهو متحير فيها. This person was totally confused what to do. He doesn't know what to do. This is his situation in the akhirah. The person comes out of his grave, he's standing for the hajj, and here this person is standing in darkness, doesn't know what to do, where to go. فجاءته حجته وعمرته. His hajj and umrah came, and they provided him with so much light that he was able to walk through the bridge Surat through that light. His Hajj and Umrah. These things are known for the person. And when a person is stuck in the darkness of Akhirah because of his deeds, Hajj and Umrah protect the person and provide him with light in Akhirah. They are the nur. وَرَأَيْتُ رَجُلًا مِّنْ أُمَّتِي يُكَلِّمُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ فَلَا يُكَلِّمُونَ. I saw a person of my ummah. He tries to talk to the people of Iman. No one wants to talk to him. Because in Akhirah, all people will be able to see in others' records. Oh, you did that? Stay away from him. Don't even talk to him. And no one will be able to hide his records from others in Akhirah. So everything becomes public record. Everyone sees what others have done. So people looking at his records, they don't even want to talk to him. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, with all of these sins that he has committed, he had one great habit. Besides the other good deeds that he might have done, he had one great habit. And that was silat al-rahim, joining the relationship. He never wanted to break the relationship with others. When people are breaking the relationship with him, he goes out of his way to go and please these people. Surat al-Rahim came, his habit of joining the relationship came, and said, كَلِّمُوهُ يَا أَيُّهَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. O people of Iman, talk to this man. When they saw that this habit, this Surat al-Rahim is talking on behalf of this person, interceding on behalf of this person, they all welcome him. But very quick reminder, what is joining the relationship? Sometimes we have a little misunderstanding about it, that we think joining the relationship means you smile to people, you meet them with in a nice way. Yes, that is a good habit. That's part of the akhlaq and the morals that Islam teaches us. But this is not Surat al-Rahim. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gives us the true definition of joining the relationship. He says in the hadith, لَيْسَ الْوَاصِلُ بِالْمُكَافِئِ. A person who is doing good to those who are doing good to him is not joining a relationship. That relationship is already being joined. It's not broken. ولكن الواصل الذي إذا قطعت رحمه وصلها. The person who's joining the relationship is the one when others are breaking it and he's joining it. That is joining. When a person sees something is broken and he joins that thing, then this is joining. But if the thing is not broke, then of course it's already there. You're already using something that is there. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is advising us that when other people are hurting you and they're joining their